Hello everyone, this is Kathy speaking from Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. This is an all signs reading and it is for the 14th, 15th and 16th of October. I'm using the Albano Weight Tarot, right? Which is it's a special edition by Frankie Albano. And I'm also using the Black Moon Astrology cards by Susan Shepherd. I love these cards, all right, and I'm sure you will love them as well. I'm starting with Aries, right? So let's begin with Aries, 14th and 15th and 16th. Dear Aries, what are the messages pertaining to you? And we've got two cards for you. We have Saturn return and age. So, Saturn returning means that there is a growth happening with you. You are having to stand in your integrity, become the authority. And we've also got Venus and love. Dear Aries, this is beautiful. Now, Venus is retrograde in Scorpio, right? So it's also going to conjunct, it's getting ready to meet up with Mercury, because Mercury is in Scorpio as well. So what are you going to communicate about in relation to love and money and anything that you love? Things are coming up to the surface. Things will be spoken about. It will be very interesting these 3 days, what we're going to learn about love, about shared resources, that's Scorpio, other people's money, and we're going through some sort of a death and transformation. And we could have intimacy issues as well. Okay, so Venus retrograde is giving you a chance to work through whatever obstacles you have and speak your truth, with Mercury being there. Okay, 3 cards. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Two of Swords. And we've got the Moon. The Moon. Now the Moon is in Sag, so Sagittarius is all about truth. Yeah, all about truth. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Page of Swords. You are communicating. So yeah, I think that some of you may be dealing with an air sign. Could have air, could have Cancer. The Moon is Cancer or Pisces. I would say more than likely it's Cancer, and Cancerian energy is all about family and home. Now you've got the Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's starting something new. Now with Saturn return, that's having to do the right thing, having to put in the effort. And Saturn is also all about timing. He's the Lord of time. So maybe some of you have been working really hard to fill this cup of yours, or to have it filled by someone else. Maybe you've been very patient. We do have Venus love here. So some of you may be dealing with an older person, one who is of authority, someone who is quite a mature person. There is some sort of a decision with the Two of Swords, right? Some of you may be dealing with 2 people, because we've got the Page. Pages are very youthful, right? And this is a message that's coming through. Page of Swords can also speak of study, extending your knowledge. Now you're at a crossroads. I would say there is a decision that you're needing to make. You need to trust your intuition, because what you're deciding on deals with love and money and whatever else you love, right? Now Venus and Saturn are not very good together. The planets, let's say Venus and Saturn. Venus and Saturn are not the best of friends, because Venus is Aphrodite. She's the goddess of beauty, whereas Saturn is like the elder person who wants to teach her, who wants to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's as though he trumps Venus. He doesn't let her speak freely because Venus is all about speech, because Venus rules the five senses. Venus is also about, because it rules Libra as well, it's all about partnerships. So there are some sort of restrictions that are happening in your life at the moment, and some things are hidden. So you're wanting to make some sort of a decision, but you could be torn between what you love and the family. So you're thinking, what do I go for? Do I go against what my father, Saturn can be a father figure, a mother figure, their authority. This could even be a boss. And you're needing to work even harder to see the fruits of your labor. With the moon card here, it does say trust your intuition. It can speak of fears. I would say that if you are worrying about someone who's in authority, don't let fear hold you back, okay? Don't let fear hold you back, and know that you've got the power within you through hard work and effort to come to this point of taking on this energy of Venus and become the authoritarian. Show that you can be of authority, show that you are responsible, so that you could prove your worth, because Venus is all about worth and values, right? Now we've got the Ace of Cups, so some of you are beginning a brand new relationship, but you're in two minds about something to do with the family, something to do with what's hidden, what is not known to you. That is what is frightening you. And, you know, what we don't know is always frightening. So, dear Aries, I would say, as I said, don't let your fear hold you back. You need to be the warrior. You are the warrior. Go for what your heart desires, what you love. And, yeah, it's time to be redoing things in anything to do with shared resources, other people's money, intimacy. It's your chance, if you are in a long-term committed partnership, you've got the chance now to, you know, look at what's holding you back, look at what's restricting you from what you love, and just have time to work on it, because Venus will be moving into Libra very soon. All right, dear Aries. Okay, so I did say water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. I did say Cancer, Pisces more because of the moon, but because Venus is in Scorpio, I'm going to say all the water signs, as well as, and I'm going to say Libra for the air sign, because we've got Venus, which rules Libra. Now, we could have any other sign, air sign. Libra is the most prominent, and we could also have Gemini and Aquarius here. Okay, dear Aries. All right, hope that was of help to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I do hope that this was of help to you. Don't forget to watch your sun, moon, and rising, of course. Okay, let's go to the next sign, which is Taurus. Dear Taurus, what's happening for you 14th, 15th, and 16th of October? What are you communicating? What are you finding out? With Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, they will be meeting together. Let's see what your communications are going to be all about. Okay, let's take 3 cards for Taurus. We've got the moon. Aries just had the moon, so if you are on the cusp, please watch Aries. And we've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is Libra. Libra was also mentioned in Aries reading. And we have the Magician, which is Mercury, yeah. Mercury is here. Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Let's see what the Black Moon astrology cards, what the message is for you, for Taurus, and we have Chiron, which is healing. Okay, beautiful. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is, it's like a past life or a childhood wound that is coming up to the surface. So there are wounds coming up to be looked at. Obviously, with Chiron being in Pisces, Pisces is the end of a cycle. So this is, Chiron finishing a cycle. He did move into Aries, but now he's retrograded back into Pisces. Aries is a new cycle, but we're going back to finish business from the past, things from our past that need to be, like, you're clearing the air before you can begin a new cycle. Now, Chiron is victim mentality. It's, our psyche. It's everything that's hidden. And with Venus being in Scorpio, I think that you will be bringing up past life childhood wounds, as I said, to have them cleared, and then once you're healed, you will become the healer. Okay, you will be at a position where you can help others. Now, we've got the moon card here, which is Cancer or Pisces, and I'm going to say Scorpio as well because, we're in Scorpio time at the moment. Even though the sun is still in Libra, there's a lot happening in Scorpio. So, yeah, this is fears, this is intuition, this is motherhood issues, this is anything to do with the family as well as things that are unknown, things that we can't see clearly because there is not enough light. Now, could you be dealing with issues from back in July when we had a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius, and that was a massive eclipse. So we're still finishing up with that energy. Any issues from back then, if this is a wound that is coming up, of course this is a general reading, we could be talking about past life, but it's not going to be the same for each and every one of you. Nevertheless, the moon reflects the sun's rays. So it's as though, I feel as though there is in a way, you are looking into the mirror, you are looking at your reflection, even if this is whatever reflection, whatever you are looking at yourself through. Is it a mirror? Is it a puddle? Is it a well you're looking into? Whatever you're looking into, and you're seeing a reflection of yourself. And what I feel with that message is that you're really looking into your deepest psyche. You're looking internally, and you're looking at yourself. It's as though you are taking a step out of yourself and looking at yourself from other people's point of view. That's what I feel here. And here we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the sign of Libra. It's also Pentacles. Now this is a card of balance, giving and receiving, and Libra is where Venus will be moving into where are we? In 2.5 weeks. Okay, so even though this reading is for 14th, 15th and 16th of October, there may be indications like, you may be still dealing with these energies in 2.5 weeks. So this is equilibrium. It's a 6, right? Giving and receiving. Maybe you are paying dues. Maybe you are paying or giving something that is owed to other people. And this can you know, this can be, it can be monetary, it can be anything that is owed, that you feel you are obligated, you need to give. And giving is always a very good indication of giving from your heart. Whatever we give is that we're opening our heart and being more receptive, right? And that will bring in for you as well. We always feel better when we give. So if you can, if you're in a financially stable position, I would say that it would be good to give to people that are less fortunate than you. Okay. Now this is in love, with the Six of Pentacles here, and with you stepping outside of your own self, you'll be able to see what the right thing is to do to find your balance. And the Magician here is Mercury, as I said. So this is making magic, all right? This is the ruler of Gemini and the ruler of Virgo. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo because we've got Pentacles here. Now, the Magician is someone who has got everything that he needs, okay? He's got the power within his hands. And as this card says, as above, so below. Know that you've got the power, the gift of the gab, I'm going to say, because Mercury is all about communication, written things, messages, right? He is, as I said, the god of, the messenger of the gods, who's gone into the underworld to bring up information. Know that what you learn is going to help you. It's going to empower you. It's going to help you move forward. So this is the Magician. It's a major arcana. It's a number one. And do not be frightened of what comes up to the surface. Do not be frightened to look, because let's say you've got a cut and you're frightened to look at that cut. Well, you need to tend to it, don't you? So fright is only going to hold you back. It's going to put you in a worse situation. Be brave. You've got the power, as I said, the gift of the gab. Do not leave this for a later date. You need to stand strong and speak your truth. And please take, I wanted to say, please be aware of a wounding that if it's not within you, then it's within your partner. Okay, someone is going through a lot of hardship. If you are dealing with someone who has the victim mentality, and it may not even be just a mentality, but it may really, you may be dealing with someone that is victimized at this time. Please be careful and be kind, and know that what you are doing, the act of kindness that you are giving, will help you as well. Okay? What goes around comes around, and that's all about karma, dear Taurus. All right, I think that they are the messages for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And let's go on to the next sign. Okay, dear Gemini, let's see what's happening for you 14th, 15th, and 16th of October 2018, especially with Venus and Mercury meeting in Scorpio in the next couple of days. Let's see what will be communicated. Mercury is communication, Venus is love, Scorpio is things that are hidden, transformation, intimacy, other people's money. What are you working on in your life? Of course, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Let's see, dear Gemini. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Mercury is your ruler. I see a fight here. Okay, Seven of Swords. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, you may be dealing with another air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or another earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, and Rising, of course. Let's see what the Black Moon astrology cards wants to add. I think that with Venus retrograde, dear Gemini, something is coming back to the surface to be dealt with. Something to do with deception of the past. You know, with retrograde planets, we always go back to the past. And with the Knight of Swords moving towards the past, and this could be a fight that happened in the past, something to do with something that was unknown, someone was trying to get away with something. This is the card of stealth, okay? And obviously something was found out in the past. I think you're revisiting that, trying to clear the air. Let's see. And we've got Virgo, I analyze. Yes, there is a lot of analyzing going on here. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, right? Or you could have Virgo in your moon and rising sign. Now, Virgo is the detective. Virgo is looking at the details. Virgos make very good detectives. And you have got a lot in common, dear Gemini, with Virgo, because you're both ruled by Mercury. Now, the Knight of Swords for me, especially, you know, even if it's in the upright, if it's reversed, I don't care. It's quick energy, it's cerebral, it's using your intellect, using your tongue, screaming, shouting, discriminating. Virgo can be very discriminative, looking at the details and just, you know, putting someone up against the wall. I feel as though if this is not your energy, then you're dealing with another air sign, as I said, or another earth sign. So even though we've got Virgo, it could be Taurus, could be Capricorn. So this is something that you're visiting from the past. The Seven of Swords, as you could see, this man is holding 5 swords, which is all about conflict. He's leaving behind those 2 swords. So I feel as though whatever happened in the past, looking at the details, see those 2 swords that are left there. Something has been left behind, untended to, and this is what you're looking at. It's as though I see you decluttering, looking at the details. Others of you are, it's as though you're doing the gardening. You're looking at your beautiful pot plant and you're cleaning out the weeds. That's what I feel. You're making it beautiful. Whatever you are tending to is something that has been left past, from the past. See those 2 swords? And 2s always speak of a decision that's necessary to be made. Now, as you can see, this person is walking towards the past, but is looking towards the future. So whatever you are doing at this moment, whatever is going on in your life, it's going to help you begin something new. Whatever you clear, see the pentacle, and this could be business, this could be like money, this could be a project that you're working on, this could be your love life. Pages always are messages coming through. Now, this is a message of you being, it's going to help you get grounded. It's something physical coming and starting in your life, something that you're hoping to grow on. Now, could this be, if you are finishing up here, because, and Virgo is the house of work, it's the house of what we do every day. Virgo can also speak of health. So if you are looking at your health at this time, whatever you're looking into, whatever you go to the past to clear out, to finish up with, because that's what retrogrades are all about, know that you're going to be able to start something afresh, something that you will find, this is like, let's say, a gem that was hidden, a gem that was beneath, you know, in that pot plant, in the soil. You find something through, as I said, some of you are clearing your space, clearing your office. Any clearing that you are doing, something's going to come up from the past which will help you start something new. And the starting something new is going to be at a different stage, different level, different date for each of you, because not everyone is born on the same day. Now, the Seven of Swords can speak of being intelligent as well, right? So I feel that, yes, with your ruler being in Scorpio, do not be afraid of what comes up to the surface. Do not be afraid of what you find through your detective work. Now, someone may be acting as the detective and looking for something in relation to you. So for those of you that have left, I'm going to say, clues, if you don't want things found out at this moment, just, you know, take care of business. I'm going to say that as well. Okay, dear Gemini, I think that they are the messages that are coming through for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If this is a fight, know that it's time to redo things, right? It's time to speak your mind at the moment. Whilst Venus is retrograde, she will be moving into Libra in 2.5 weeks, roughly. And you will be finding this solution then, probably, or your balance with any partnerships in your life. Next sign, we've got Cancer. Dear Cancers, what's happening for you on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of October 2018? And I was about to say July. Oops, okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What was happening with you and in your stability, in your business, in your money back in July, I want to say, because I was about to say July and I need to go by that. So some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but you may have that as your moon or rising sign. Now, the King of Pentacles speaks of stability, speaks of money being good. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Ten of Cups. And we also have the Ten of Wands. Okay, 2 tens, completions for Cancer at this time. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the 7 of Cups. Okay, so that's Piscean energy. Some of you may be dealing with a Piscean person. More than likely, Pisces could be another Cancer or another Scorpio. I need to say all the signs, all the water signs, because, you know, even though the 7 of Cups is Piscean energy, it's still a cup card. Now, because we've got a lot of Scorpio energy here, I need to mention Scorpio very importantly. Let's see what comes from the Black Moon astrology cards. And you do have the 10 of Wands here, which is getting to your goal. There is some sort of completion. You've got 2 tens. What's going on? And we've got the 4th house of roots. And that is the house of Cancer. Wow. So it looks as though a lot of happiness. Dear Cancer, a lot of happiness is coming into your life. Some of you are going to have many choices because we've got the 7 of Cups here, which is like your window shopping. You've got all these choices that you can take. Now, some of you are, because the 4th house is the house of the mother, logically, it's, you know, Cancer is the moon. It's feminine energy. So Cancer is also the sign that wants to be loved, nurtured, and, you know, be the child. And here we've got as I mentioned already, the cups, all right, and the earth signs. We've also got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, some of you could be building a new home. Others of you are starting a new business from your home with the King of Pentacles. This is someone really that you can depend on if this is not your energy. So this is a business owner, I would say, someone who loves to provide for their loved ones. And dear Cancer, that's so much your energy. So I feel as though this is your energy as well. I feel as though you're in a place of, you're the king, you've gone through the lessons, you've matured, and now some of you are even taking your relationship to the next level and moving in with your long-term relationship. Others of you, as I said, may be building a home. Others of you may be even traveling and changing homes. Let's say you may be visiting family for others of you, because we've got the 10 of Cups plus the 4th house, your roots. So some of you may be actually traveling to go and visit family. Now, if this is health, because we've got the tree of life here, it's so beautiful, so abundant here. It looks as though health is looking good. Now, I believe that some of you may have been working really hard and you're getting to your goal. You are really getting to your goal. Now, for some of you, because the 10 of Cups, 10s always break down to aces. Some of you may be even becoming a father or a mother, because we've got the 4th house here, which, of course, 10 of Cups, it's the happy family. 10 of Wands is a heavy load, but it does break down to the ace. So this, let's say, would be an inspiration to keep going. It's as though you've completed some sort of cycle to do with your lineage, your family, anything to do with health. If there has been a problem with health with someone in your family, don't worry, it's all going to be good. And a lot of issues can come up with Venus and Mercury in Scorpio. A lot of issues of money, communication, things that have been hidden with other people's money, intimacy, sexuality. The King of Pentacles is someone who may be too focused on their career, but know that if this is your partner, then know that this person is coming from a good place. They're trying to help the situation. They're trying to provide. So if this is a new business that you are starting from home, it's going to take off. Okay, and you've been probably loving and nurturing whatever you have given birth to, and know that it's got great potential. If this is in love, maybe for some of you it's been hard to take your relationship to the next level. Maybe you were so focused on business, not enough time for love. But let's not forget that the 10 of Cups breaks down to the ace. So you've gotten to a point where you've ended a cycle and you're completing, right? But starting anew as well. Starting with the same person, let's say. Now, for others of you, if this is new love coming in, and it looks as though there is strong love here, really strong love, know that the past, which was only business, let's say, is, it's not going to get in the way, because this is going to break up and become an ace. The Ace of Wands is also passion. It's also inspiration, creativity. You will find a creative way to find your balance. Whatever it is, whatever we're talking about here, because if we look at the number here, it's another 10. 28 breaks down to a 10. 10's all around. I think that the news is wonderful for Cancer. It's fabulous. I think that's it. Thank you so much, dear Cancer. I do hope that that resonated. Please watch your moon and your rising sign. Thank you so much for giving me a like, sharing, and subscribing. And on to the next sign, which is the sign of, after Cancer, is Leo. Leo, hello. What is happening for you on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of October 2018? Leo. I'm using the Black Moon Astrology cards. So we've got 6th house, which is routine. 6th house is the house of health. It's the house of Virgo. It's the house of our routine, our work, what we do every day. Let's see what else we have for Leo. Oops, okay, we've got your 3 cards right there, dear Leo. And we've got, oh, okay. So we've got the Page of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We've got the 7 of Wands, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And we've got the card of Pisces, more than likely. And again, it could even be Cancer or Scorpio, as well as Virgo here. So something is being communicated, of course, with Mercury in Scorpio. Know that people are speaking of what is hidden. They're speaking about their true feelings because it's that right time to do it. For those of you that are, and there could be health matters here, some of you are communicating in relation to health issues, because Virgo, 6th house is the natural house of Virgo. Virgo is looking at the finer details, right? Virgo is the hermit looking into that light. So you are being enlightened. Whatever is coming up to the surface, you need to, don't fight it. 7 of Wands says that you've got the higher ground. You can fight this, whatever is coming through, whatever you are finding out about. Know that you can push through the energy. You've got 2 sevens here, which 7s are the number of the divine, right? You've got choices and you're trying to look at them. Yes, there is a little bit of difficult energy here because it's like a cloud. It's like, you know, you've got the veil in front of you and you can't see clearly. But I believe that with Virgo here, which is really good at looking at the details, right? So here we've got Virgo, Pisces. It's the karmic signs. It's the karmic scales of Virgo and Pisces. Pisces is where Chiron is. Chiron is the wounded healer. So know that whatever comes up to do with health issues, it's the right time and it's the perfect time to take care of that. Don't worry, with the cards you've got here, there is, you know, nothing to be worried about, nothing to be scared about. Just know that you, with the Virgo energy, you will be able to get through this cloud, whatever is clouding your judgment in relation to anything. Now, cups can speak of love, they can speak of emotions, right? Let's say we are talking about a money situation. You've been working hard, you're doing the right thing. Virgo is of service to others. You're doing your job properly, you're doing your job well. Maybe something in the recent past has been communicated, or it is now, that is sort of putting you on the defense, and you're, let's say, rebounding and saying, have I not served you well? I feel here is the question. And it's as though you don't know, you're lost, right? So this was quite a surprise. Listen, if that's the case, you've got lots of choices. I do believe that you're very capable, dear Leo. Leo is someone who likes to shine their light. They like to be up on stage. I think that with the energy of what's going on in Scorpio, it's the time, I want to say the association Scorpio and Leo have is, you know, the degrees are a point of tension, but know that tension will bring the change. Tension will put you on the right path. That's what the universe does. That's why we've got planetary movements. The planets don't stop. Nothing stops. Water needs to flow. Everything needs to flow. So whatever you are working through at the moment, know that you can handle it. You're good enough to do that. You've gotten past the point of success because we've got the Six of Wands down here. You've gotten past the point of success if this is anything to do with studies where you're going to have choices. Yes, you've got choices to make. And having choices is better than not having any choice, I believe. And I don't think that this is going to be a problem because you've got Virgo energy here. You do have the ability, by doing your homework, right? Putting all your ducks in a row, you can do this. Dear Leo, what else am I getting from here? Okay, so we've got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Again, could be sun, moon, or rising. You know, the Page of Swords sometimes can be a difficult message that comes through. A difficult message that you did not know of. Something that did not, that you couldn't have imagined. It's something that's going to surprise you, I believe. But as I said, whatever message is spoken, whatever written, spoken, communication comes through, for some of you, you're going to try and block the competition out, because I feel as though this is competition. It can be like ego, dear Leo. You can be on the rebound because of ego, and don't let ego take over your energy at this time. And don't worry about this. I feel as though you will have the ability to see your path forward. Okay, as long as you've done your homework. And I'm repeating myself again. If this is love, know that whatever you hear about, what you've been sticking to your guns with, is finally going to pay off. You're going to have choices. Okay? All right. Thank you, dear Leo, for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I do hope that these messages resonated for you. If not, you know what to do. Okay? All right, Virgo. Virgo for the 14th, 15th, and 16th, Five of Swords. 14th, 15th, and 16th of October. Now this is Five of Swords, difficult. Some of you are being challenged. Your perception is being challenged. Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarian energy. So your perception, now Sagittarius can be dealing with higher education, foreign places, and people at a distance. And I see 3 people in the card. So you are dealing with 2 other people. Let's see the last card. And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Scorpio. Wow. Okay, the challenge is over, obviously. And I'm going to take one more, just because I can. I know a lot of you, we've got 2 10s here. There is a completion here. So finishing up whatever you're fighting with is going to bring you to a completion. Let's see what completion. More clarity. Ace of Cups. Do I need to say what this card is? I don't think so. Okay. Some of you are ending a cycle that has run its course. You're over fighting. You're over being challenged. You're over being deceived. You've had enough. Jupiter here expands on everything now. Jupiter can bring luck, but Jupiter can expand on difficult energy. If you notice, we've got the 5 and the 10. So the 5 goes to the 10 straight away. And that's what Jupiter does. Virgo, Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? And we've got Capricorn, I use. Okay, some of you feel as though you've been used. Okay? You've been used and you've been abused in love. And this is not going to be the message for everyone, obviously. Capricorn is standing in your integrity. Pluto has stationed and is going to turn direct. Not quite yet. He is direct, but he's still sort of coming out of shadow. It takes a while. He's very slow moving, but he's very, very powerful. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and Pluto brings death and transformation. Capricorn is the authority. It's the house of career, right? Some of you are leaving a career behind, like a job, let's say, and you are moving on to something more fulfilling, something more suited for you. Others of you are becoming the authoritarian. It looks as though you've won the competition, even though there was deceit, right? Deceit and backstabbing. You've moved out of that position and you're becoming the authority, which you are beginning something new. We've got the 10 of Cups. What did I say? 10 of Cups? The 10 of Swords here, and here we've got the Ace of Cups. So 10 of Swords, some of you are very happy that there is an ending in love. Some of you were waiting on this, because I did say the 10 of Cups by accident. Now this is the dusk before the dawn. This is like the moon. When there is a new moon and there is no light at all from the moon, that's the energy here. So once the light comes in, what shows up? The Ace of Cups. So for those of you that are dealing with a Sagittarius, for some of you, this could be someone that is of a foreign background, a foreign culture. They could be just at a distance to you. So we've got Sag, we've got Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Some of you are closing the door on an Aquarian, and you are dealing now with another water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now your karmic sign, so the sign opposite you, dear Virgo, is Pisces. So could you be dealing with someone who's got Pisces, strong Pisces? Now, Capricorn, as I said, is the authoritarian. Saturn is in Capricorn as well, and it's its own home sign. As I'm doing this reading, the moon is still in Sag, so could it be whilst the moon is in Sag, and that is in the next couple of days, it's going to be moving into Capricorn, so this will be taking place within the next 4 or 5 days. Whatever it is, love, money, family. There's been competition, as you could see. This could have been a love triangle where you were involved with a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. Could be Capricorn, Sagittarius, rising. I'm not going to get stuck on the signs. I've mentioned the signs. If this is your reading, good. If it's not, then please watch your moon or rising sign. Whatever the case, I want to say that the 10 that breaks down to the sword, this is truth. Standing in your truth, you're actually speaking your truth. And this is a successful new beginning with something that's going to make you very happy. Now, as I said, Sagittarius, Sagittarius is also all about truth. Sag is also legalities. Some of you may be dealing with the court system. Some of you have got an authoritarian, someone who is very devil-like, because Capricorn is usually the devil energy. Some of you are really closing the door on someone that's used and abused you, right? And you're moving into something different. Capricorn is putting in the hard work. For those of you that have been fighting for your independence, for a business, for any partnership, because the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, right? And Jupiter is now in Scorpio, and it will be moving into its home sign of Sag. Could it be then that you're going through this cycle when, on November 8th, when Sagittarius moves into its own sign? Now, why I said you could be finding your balance, it's because Venus and Mercury, Venus retrograde and Mercury are in Scorpio, bringing up, communicating, transforming in anything to do with Venus. Venus is ruled by Libra and Taurus. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurian. Now, also, because Mercury is going to meet up in the next 2 days with Venus, retrograde Venus, you may be even dealing with someone who is Gemini. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. So Libra or Gemini are the main air signs I see here. Ace of Cups. Okay, so you're very happy that you're changing. 2 tens here. Completions. Change is coming through. Now, the I use is a number 22. It's a master number. It is divinely guided what you're going through, dear Virgo. So, that's your message. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and commenting. Sending you lots of love, dear Virgo, for the next 3 days. Yay! Next sign, Libra. Hi, Libra. Oh, poor Libra. Your ruler, poor Venus. She is so in hot water right now. I know the energies are very difficult, Libra. We've got the Knight of Cups, and this is a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What's happening for you on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of October? Libra. And we have the Six of Wands, but it's in the reverse, and I don't know why. And we've got the Five of Wands. Wow. Okay. All right. What's at the bottom? We've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, two knights. A Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. It looks like Libra is going in different directions. I think that you're not on the same page, dear Libra, with your partner. How obvious? How obvious would that be? Okay, so you're dealing with a Sag, more than likely. Could be another another fire sign, sorry. I said air sign. Okay. So could be another fire sign, but more than likely it's Sagittarius. So this is your message from the Black Moon Astrology cards. And we've got air element communicating. And I did say air sign just now, so I'm going to say Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, so communication is vital at this time for you. Communication. Now know that with Mercury and Venus retrograde in Scorpio, know that with Mercury there, the messenger of the gods, he's bringing up the information. Okay, now anything to do with love and money is happening here. Look at what I want to say to you here. 2 people going in separate directions. It looks as though one is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and the fire signs I've already mentioned. And I did see the Hierophant here, and I'm going to show you him. The Hierophant is, you know, Sagittarian. Why? Because the Hierophant speaks of our beliefs. What is true for us, Sagittarius, is all about the divine. It's spirituality. It's standing in your truth. It's also the free spirit. Someone does not want to be tied down. They will not commit to you, dear Libra. They don't want to commit to you. I feel as though you are trying hard. I feel as though this is your energy, dear Libra. So you're offering your cup. But then we've got the Six of Wands, which is in the reverse, which would go back to the Five of Wands. So you've got two Five of Wands, which equal a 10. This is a burden. I feel as though when your ruler moves into Libra, there's going to be a change of heart. With this fire sign, more than likely, that is in your life. I feel as though they're going to change their ways, because with the energies of Scorpio right now, and through communication and speaking truthfully, and you are very diplomatic, this is your time to shine with your diplomacy. Fives always speak of not being on the same page, but fives always speak of change coming in. So with the Knight of Wands being on top of the Hierophant is another 5. So the Hierophant can speak of commitments, contracts, marriages. This Knight is actually moving into this energy. And he's moving quickly into this energy. Some of you may be traveling to a distant place for, worshipping, whatever you do for your spiritual practice. You may be traveling to a foreign place where you can get in touch with like-minded people, visit certain places of worship that are important for you. Now, if this is anything to do with work, I feel as though more than, I know you feel passionate about a certain something that you're trying to build on. Maybe you're in a group and there's, conflict within the group. You're not all on the same page if this is a work project, because Venus can be a work project. Know that in the next 5 days, when Venus will be moving back into, did I say 5 days? In the next 2.5 weeks, when Venus moves into Libra, you'll be able to find that common ground. Now, finding a common ground would be in love as well, not only with work projects and with your career in general. More than likely with the air element here, and it's a number 39, which adds up to a 12, and 12 is the Hanged Man, right? So taking time out, especially with retrogrades, taking the time out, for some of you, this could be a sacrifice that you're needing to make. There could be some sort of sacrifice in your beliefs and what you believe in, and what your conditioning, your family conditioning, your childhood conditioning has taught you. Maybe there is a change of perception, a rebirth within a belief system of yours, or a way of doing things through, with the traditional way, which is the Hierophant, or the non-traditional way. That's where I feel that there may be a clash here. So, dear Libra, I do feel as though this will turn upright and you'll be able to pull this off. I do feel quite positive that things will change. Now, the Five of Wands being the last card is nothing major. It's just slight disagreements. And fives always speak of something else coming in, right? Through creative pursuits, through communication. All right, I think that they're your messages. Thank you so much for being here, dear Libra. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You are very much appreciated. Thank you. Let's see what is going on for dear Scorpio. Scorpio, what a time it is for you. What a time for Scorpio. Let's see what's happening for Scorpio 14th, 15th, and 16th of October. Scorpio for the next 3 days. So 14th, 15th, 16th, with Venus and Mercury and Jupiter. Venus retrograde. Mercury and Jupiter in your sign, and Venus will be meeting up with Mercury. Communication is happening. There is an offer of love that is not being accepted. Wow, 5 of Wands, not being on the same page. You can't take this offer quite yet for some reason, and we've got the Queen of Wands. So if this is your partner, Scorpio, if this is your partner, then she's not such an emotional queen. She's more into passionate. She's more sexually driven, I want to say. Now, if this is your energy because you're the most passionate water sign, then you are showing up as your passionate sexual side at this time, and you're not looking into love, because cups are all about love. Now, these are 4 cups here. 4s can speak of family situations. We've also got 5 people here. So could family be in the way? Could there be disagreements at home with your family? And that's why it's not the right time for you to focus on love. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the Hermit. So you may be dealing with a Virgo. You may be dealing with another fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And we've also got cups here, so Pisces, Scorpio, just like yourself, and Cancer. Let's take a Black Moon astrology card. Wow, that was quick, and I'm going to take one more because that was real quick, so you get double messages. So it's as though time has stopped for you, Scorpio. Okay, so maybe family is not letting you accept this offer. If this is the partner, if this is your love interest, maybe family is in the way of you accepting their love. Now, this could be a business owner. This is someone who's very passionate, who's very driven. She's the lucky queen. She, everywhere she goes, she brings luck, I believe. We've got that little black cat down the bottom. You see that? So it's as though she's got Midas's touch. Everything she touches turns to gold. So she's your good luck charm, but you cannot. And if this is your energy, then you're the other person's good luck charm, I feel here. But let's look at these cards, and we've got lunar eclipse, change. Wow. Lunar eclipse. Now, the last massive lunar eclipse was in July. And it was in the sign of Aquarius. So that was a full moon lunar eclipse, and that was massive. It was right on top of Mars. Mars was stationing, or Mars was retrograde, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was like a really, really tough time back then, but we're still in those energies. So there's a lot to do with the moon here. We've got void of course moon missing. So if you look at both these cards, they are 7s. One is 52, that adds to a 7, and 3 and 4, 4 and 3, I should say, add to a 7. Now, 7 is the number of the divine. Know that 7 is going to be very important for you. Now, the void of course moon missing is let's say the moon, it takes it a month to do the whole cycle. It takes it 27.5 days to finish its cycle. Before it goes into another cycle, there is a very small period of darkness. It's like there is a stillness, and there is no clarity. There is no information. But it's like an eclipse. Let's say both these cards equal to 2 eclipses. It's not the right time to make decisions. It's not the right time to make drastic changes. It's a time of taking a bit of time out, thinking, going within. That's what the Hermit is, right? The Hermit here, which is the energy of Virgo, is a number 9. He's looking at the details. Now, could this be someone looking into information for you? Could this be your searching your soul? Because we've got 2 moon cards here. Moon speaks of mother, and we've got the mother here. The moon speaks of the mother. The Empress is the ruler of Venus. What am I saying? We've got Venus here. So the Empress is the Venus-ruled signs, which is Libra and Taurus, right? So sun, moon, or rising, doesn't matter, dear Scorpio. So motherhood issues. If this is a doctor and he's looking into anything to do with pregnancy, maybe some of you have had trouble getting pregnant. For others of you, this is a mother, and I said there could be obstacles from home. Could you have a mother that is stopping you from accepting this cup of love, this offer, whether this is business, family, or what have you, whatever offer this is? So the Hermit is a number 9. You're almost at the 10, almost at the completion. So there is change coming in, change that you don't know of. You're still in the energies of the eclipse. They have not finished yet. July was massive, right? And until the next eclipses, which will be taking place in January, we're still finishing up with those energies. Lunar eclipse. Now the lunar, as I said, it speaks of motherhood, your home, your lineage, your roots. It speaks of fear, our darkest fears coming up to the surface. That's what Scorpio is. And it also speaks of wanting to be the child. Cancer is the child. It wants to be loved and nurtured, especially from its mother, okay, because it's the child. Some of you may be, as I said, finding out that you're pregnant, which is fantastic, okay, and this could be an obstetrician. Obstetrician. I can't even say the word. That's funny. So this could be a doctor, which could help you reach, become the Empress. Like there is a seed that is planted. Some of you may even be going through IVF, any programs that will help you conceive to become a mother. But it's as though time is standing still right now, dear Scorpio. And this is with all this energy that's going on. When Venus moves back into Libra, things are going to change. But know that all the difficult time that you're going through now, all the conflicts, if you are going through disagreements with your partner, and I feel as though because eclipses are shift points in our life, which, through eclipse energy, we're jolted back onto the right path. So with this card here, it's telling me that you were off course. You were off course. And thank God for eclipses and the divine taking care of business. Know that you will be put back on course. And you need to trust in that. Whatever offer is coming through and you feel conflicted that you can't accept it, know that when you do, it's going to be very lucky for you. As I said, good luck charm. Okay, whatever change, and changes can never be easy, okay, because your opposite sign is Taurus. You don't like change. Scorpio does not like change, right? But we have to go with the flow. Going with the flow, dear Scorpio. That's what the message is for you. I think they are the messages. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Dear Scorpio, transformation is coming in for everyone, and you are not excluded from that. Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the 14th, 15th, and 16th of October. Hope that you're all well. Okay, we've got your card. Now, it did turn like this. I'm going to take it upright. Dear Sagittarius, this is your energy. This is Jupiter. Jupiter is in your 12th house in Scorpio. Know that changes that are coming through you do not know of, because the 12th house is somewhere that we cannot see. You may be enlightened because Venus retrograde and Mercury are going to come together. There is a conversation happening in Scorpio. So anything that has been hidden and dark and to do with love, money, intimacy, other people's money will be surfacing, and there is a change that is coming in for you. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is a number 10. It's a completion. So we've got the Hermit. You may be dealing with a Virgo. And we've got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Some of you may be actually looking into a Virgo individual. You may be studying them as a person. We've got the Three of Wands here. So Three of Wands is all about expansion and growth. Now, the Hermit is someone who's doing their homework, right? So you've got the 10 and then the 9. So it looks as though with this retrograde, you're going back a step before you actually change something within your life. And the Wheel of Fortune is, it's luck. It's luck, it's abundance, it's expansion. And you're fine-tuning something. You're looking at the last details before you can move into an agreement. Some of you are looking probably taking the next step in a committed partnership or relationship, and you're getting ready. Some of you are even looking into a contract. You're looking into the finer details before you can actually sign any sort of an agreement. And this could be, of course, a prenuptial agreement. This could be business, because the Wheel of Fortune is luck. And I feel as though you're just about ready with your ruler at the end of the cycle, getting ready to come back into your sign on November 8th. You're fine-tuning a few details. The Hermit is Virgo. You're doing your homework before you can actually say yes, before you can actually accept the contract, the offer of love, before you can actually commit. What's here? We've got Black Moon Lilith, mystery. Yes, mystery is so on point. Mystery is the Hermit. The Hermit is trying to solve a mystery. And this is very detective. I did say some of you are looking into a partnership or relationship. You're doing your homework before you can actually take that plunge. Now, because we've got the card of Sagittarius here, this is foreign places, foreign people, people at a distance. We've also got the Three of Wands here. Look at that. Three of Wands is looking across the seas. This is growth, expansion. If this is business, you may have a solicitor who's helping you with the contracts, with the agreement. because Seven of Cups is here because there's confusion. There's some sort of confusion with expanding, accepting. Whatever you have worked hard for, you're waiting on the return. So maybe you've put in hard work in love. Maybe you had trust issues. That's why you have the detective, the solicitor looking into the details. And this could even be your energy if you've got Virgo as your moon or rising. Now you may be dealing, as I said, with a Virgo. You may also be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Now Pisces is the karmic sign of Virgo. It's the Pisces Virgo axis. So either one of those signs, let me see. Black Moon Lilith is very similar to the energy that Venus is taking on at the moment. Venus is very dark, very mysterious. In Scorpio, she's gone down to the dungeon and she doesn't like it there. So she's going to be retrograding back into Libra. So there is going to be communication and trying to find the balance, your balance through negotiations. With Venus and Mercury moving together, merging together, there will be communications about shared resources, sexual intimacy, other people's money, moving in together. Scorpio is the sign where the partnership is taken to the next level, where you move in together and you share everything, right? But she can be very dark, very mysterious. Venus, because of Black Moon Lilith at this time. Black Moon Lilith is a point in the chart which is where the moon passes over. So it's very dark and very mysterious. Now, in mythology, Black Moon Lilith was a woman that was done wrong because if I'm not mistaken, sorry, I think that it was Hades that was taking all her children and killing them. So she lashed out and she became the vindictive Venus, let's say. Venus is vindictive. And it's so funny that the readings, the last readings that I uploaded, the title was Vindictive Venus. And I think it was for Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys are on the cusp with a Scorpio, then please go back and watch that reading. So I'm going to say that Jupiter here, the Wheel of Fortune, is bringing in luck, but you need to look at the details before you can get to that 10, right? But it looks as though love is in the air here. We've got the Two of Cups here. This is the outcome card. And we've got the Three of Wands here, which is expansion. For those of you that are waiting for someone to come in from afar, they may be visiting you because that's what the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, is, someone at a distance. Jupiter is also legal issues. So for those of you that are going through legal issues, a divorce, it looks as though whatever information comes through, whatever is brought up with Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, there may even be an agreement to settle outside of court, not go into the courtroom. This is an agreement to finish up and stay in a what I want to say is not staying as friends, but staying in a situation where there won't be any more fighting. You agree to disagree. That's what I wanted to say. All right, dear Sagittarius, I think that that's the energy for you. Now, Jupiter is benevolent with Venus, whatever she's bringing up, when she moves into Libra, okay, and Libra is the house of partnership, whatever you're going through now, is going to be great, because Venus is love and money. She's anything that is of value to us, what we love. So any projects, any new business that you are beginning, there's going to be an equilibrium at the end here, at the end, which could be 3 days, and it could even be 2 weeks later or 2 months later, let's say with the Two of Cups here. Okay, thank you, Sagittarius. I do hope that that was of help to you. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment. That really does support my channel, and I thank you in advance. Let's go on to the next sign, Capricorn. Capricorn, we've got the Two of Wands. And that is a new portal opening for you. Oh, there's the portal. You're going through justice. You're looking at your equilibrium. You're hoping to find your balance. 11 is a new doorway, Capricorn. And we've got Libra here, and we've got another fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Some of you are making a decision to travel, to get away and find your happiness, your balance. And here we've got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is still fighting. It's as though you've got some sort of a situation here where you need to prove yourself to others. Now, with the Seven of Wands, I feel as though you're up against competition. You always have the fighting spirit, dear Capricorn, and know that with Pluto having moved direct, okay, 3 cards, okay, Pluto having moved direct, well, it's not really direct, it's still in its shadow phase, but it's starting to move direct. We've got how many? 4 cards? No, I don't think so. Way too many. 4 cards. I would take up to 3, but yeah, these are short readings, so let's see, Capricorn. Two cards. That's it. That's it. And we've got Cancer, I feel. This is your karmic sign. It's the sign that's opposite your chart. So I feel says that it speaks of emotions. 7th house partners. Okay. So Cancer wants to be loved, nurtured, and valued, right? Cancer says, I feel. So you're at the point now where I feel as though your soft side is coming through. Others of you are dealing with a Cancerian. Now, the 7th house is the house of Libra. So you've got Libra twice here. So some of you are dealing with a Libran. And we've also got fire here, as I said. So Sag, Leo, and Aries as well. So I feel Cancer is it's the child that wants to be loved and nurtured, right? So Cancer is also the home, the family, your lineage, your mother, and partners. The 7th house is the house of partnering up. Some of you are partnering up with a Cancerian, could have Libra, moon, sun, moon, or rising, let's say. I feel as though the cards are telling you that you need to not look at your career as much as what your feelings, what is home to you, what is emotional to you at this time. I think that partnerships are very important for you at this time, right? And I feel as though you've got some sort of a decision. So are you going to go through that new portal? Are you going to file for divorce? You've got a decision here which deals with your family as well. So partnership, relationship, as well as family are here on the cards. Now the 11, as I said, it's a new portal. And here we've got the 7 of Wands, which says you've got the higher ground. You've got, you're up against a competition as well here. It's as though you're fighting for, to hold on to someone that you feel very, very close to, but could it be that your partner is filing for divorce and you're standing up and saying, no, I don't want this to happen. You know, I want us to talk it out, find the balance out those scales. You've got the 7th house. 7th house is the house of Libra, and Venus will be moving into Libra. We are still in the time of Libra. The sun is there as well. So some of you may be actually building your nest with the person of your dreams, the person that you've had a long-term relationship with. Some of you may already have a child and you are finding your balance at the moment. Maybe there were obstacles that you were dealing with, but you had the upper hand. Now, whatever is communicated with Venus retrograde and Mercury, whatever has been hidden, because Scorpio deals with intimacy, some of you may even be finding out that you are going to have a child, because Cancer is the child that needs to be loved and nurtured. It's the family, it's the mother. Some of you are becoming a mother. And there are very strong feelings here. It says, I feel. Some of you may have a mother that's there for you, a mother or even a father that is there for you. Okay, they're your ally and they're there for you. Okay, and they always will be. I feel the message is here. For those of you that have had problems with your partner in relation to your family of origin, then you're sticking to your guns and you're sticking up for what you believe in. And you don't care if it's going to take you through this new portal, through legal issues, through a divorce, through whatever this is. If this is business, and we've got such similarities here, we've got those 2 pillars that both these cards, the people are standing between two columns, let's say, the yin and the yang, the doorway. Some of you are actually looking to move to a distance, because we've got, this is usually Sagittarian energy for me, to a distance, to build your nest at a distance with a partner. Now, if this is a business partnership, then yes, they may be at a distance, so you're going to have to find the balance. Where are you going to build that business? Where, you know, how can you come together and make the partnership grow? Now, Capricorn, you're all about putting in the hard work, but I feel as though with this card here, which is Cancer, and it's your opposite sign, I feel as though you're not looking at work so much as what you're looking at family and love in the next 3 days, could even be longer. The tarot, you know, the energies of the timing is very fluid. It's very hard to say exactly when this is going to happen. Could be talking about 7 days, 7 to 11 days, what you're going through, that's going to come through. All right. I think they are the messages for Capricorn. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If this is a partnership, a relationship that you are coming to build a home with, to build a foundation with, congratulations. If you are working through the energies of trying to find the balance and iron out the wrinkles within your relationship, then this is the perfect time for the next couple of months until your birthday. Okay, next sign, we've got Aquarius. Aquarius, what's happening for you? Aquarius, 14th, 15th, and 16th of October. We've got the Chariot, which is moving, overcoming obstacles. The Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new beginning. Business, moving for a home. The Chariot is also Cancer. Moving away from your home and beginning something on your own. And then we've got the Tower, which is, for me, this is Uranus. This is your ruler in Taurus. Now, Taurus is at 0 degrees 57 minutes, which it's ready to move into, it's retrograding back into Aries. So you're going to become the warrior again. What you're fighting for, what you're going to be fighting for, is what is of value to you. You're going to be getting something new, though. Now, others say this is the energy of Scorpio, so even Scorpio is prominent here, of course. So in the time, let's say, of Scorpio, whatever does not work for you is going to change. There is a transformation. You are rebelling against something. Let's take one more card on that Tower. And we've got the Page of Cups. So this is an offer of love, an apology that's coming through. That is beautiful. From a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be Sun, could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They could be the signs that are in your, they could be the signs that are in your chart strong. We've also got the Two of Cups here. So overcoming obstacles, okay. You are, whatever you felt that you had, whatever relationship you had difficulty within, there's going to be, if there was some sort of a shift, or if there was some sort of a fight, let's say, the apology is coming through. Suddenly and unexpectedly, and I believe that with, working through your obstacles, working through troubles, right, with the Chariot card here, is going to bring you a new beginning. Now, some of you have been obviously working on a business, a new project. You are overcoming the obstacles, but as well as that, there is another offer coming through. So this could be another offer. You've already had an offer of a new beginning, and then there is another offer coming through, which was unexpected. Now, this offer could mean anything. This shows up as a Piscean energy, more than likely. And it could also be Scorpio, I'm going to say. So if this is your energy, let's say you've got Scorpio strong in your chart, then you are apologizing, you are offering to someone else. You could be dealing with another earth sign as well. We've got Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Maybe you feel stable within a new beginning with an earth sign. Could be earth and fire, right? Now, you could have fire within your chart, but we don't have any air here. That's the funny thing, is that I see there is no air. There are emotions, there is stability, there are wands for inspiration, creativity. But whatever sort of a partnership this is, some of you may even be dealing with two people, okay? Some of you may be dealing with new people. You may be, if you are dealing with two, then you are closing the door on a fire sign and opening the door on another water sign. Water sign, I would say. Water, sun, moon, or rising, or earth, sun, moon, or rising. Nevertheless, the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning. It's something that's physical, tangible. It's money. It's a pregnancy. It's a brand new business. It's purchasing a new home. It's moving to a new home and beginning all over again. There is an agreement. There is an agreement for two people to partner up here, but maybe one's at a distance and they need to come together. And out of a sudden, there is another offer coming through. Others of you, this is business and love at the same time, unexpectedly. So someone that you were partnered up with in business, maybe if you were on shaky ground, it could come to you that this person had a hidden agenda. They were looking at you romantically. So we could have love at work as well. Now the Chariot, as I said, is family. Some of you are growing your family. You're falling pregnant. You've got this page that's going to join your family, and it's unexpected. You do not know that this is happening. Now Scorpio is the house of intimacy. Jupiter expands. Scorpio is also other people's money, shared resources. For those of you that were together for a long time, you're taking your partnership. There's going to be a commitment happening. There's an offer for marriage. There's an offer for moving in together, sharing your resources, sharing your lives, and building a family. This is beautiful, Aquarius. For others of you, as I said, you might be closing the door on a fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and moving and having a new beginning. And suddenly, I don't know, this could be a child of yours, could be an adolescent child if you have been in a long-term relationship. So suddenly there is an apology, suddenly you're having a shift, and there is something new that's coming in for you, and it could be anything. All right, Aquarius, I do hope that that was helpful for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And for those of you that were not valued, then you're moving away. Aquarius, that was really nice. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Pisces, last but not least. What's happening for you, dear Pisces? 14th, 15th, and 16th of October. Now, your last reading was you're growing wings and you're awakening. So let's see what kind of an awakening you're going through. I just wanted to mention that the Piscean reading, some really strange things happen there. And if you haven't watched it, the 1st to the 15th of October reading, the Venus retrograde in Scorpio, if you haven't watched it, please do so. You will find some strange things there. Okay, let's see what's happening for you. 14th, 15th, and 16th. Okay, we've got the Hermit, which is Virgo. This is your karmic sign. It's the sign opposite your sign. So Virgo is right across from Pisces. You're dealing with a Virgo. The world is a completion. This is Capricornian energy. Capricorn is where Pluto and Saturn are. There is a completion of a cycle, Pisces. And then you've got the Two of Swords, which is a decision. I don't like the Two of Swords there, so I'm going to take one more card on that, because that's like leaving the information up in the air. You are conflicted and you don't know what's happening. So what do? Do I travel? Do I wait? Do I complete this cycle? Three of Wands. Okay, so let's see. The World card is very rigid energy. It's the 4 fixed signs. So it's Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And it's very fixed energy, but it's also a successful completion of a cycle. Now, some of you are not quite there yet. You're still waiting on that completion. But there is a decision to be made, I would say, before the completion can take place. You're practically there. It's as though your heart has already completed the cycle, but your head is still working overtime. So you are waiting on something to expand, something that you have been working on. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's at a distance. We've got the World card as well as the Three of Wands, which is looking across the seas. If this is a project that you've completed, then you're probably just fine-tuning the details, because that's what Virgo is all about. Let's see what comes through from the Black Moon astrology cards. And we've got the 7th house of partners. So yeah, this is partnership in business, as well as love. Partnering up in love. Any partnerships that you're dealing with. Now, this is the house of Libra, 7th house. You may be dealing with someone who is Libra, sun, moon, or rising, because we've got swords here. Now, Libra is where Venus will be retrograding into very soon. So that's where Venus will be bringing in the blessings in relation to partnership, agreements, relationships, any relationships in your life. Now, Libra is the solicitor, let's say. It's finding the middle ground. Okay, so there is some sort of a decision, as I said, that is necessary to be made before you can actually really close the door and begin that new cycle. Some of you may be thinking of traveling before you can make the decision. And the Hermit here is like, it's the spiritual guru. This is becoming the wise one, looking into that lantern. Hopefully you are spiritually aligned and receiving the download from above, receiving the knowledge. Now, this could be a solicitor, a doctor, because, what did I want to say? Scorpio is everything that is hidden, right? Everything that is beneath the surface. Virgo is also the house of health. So those of you that have had health problems, it could be a partner that you're dealing with, business or romantic, who's got problems, health problems, and they're looking into their health. Know that whatever it is, looking at the finer details, doing the detective work is going to bring the successful completion. Now, this is Saturnian energy, and Saturn says that you need to do the right thing before you can complete a cycle. Okay, so I think that the right thing is working through this Venus retrograde season, which will be the next couple of months. Now, this is Capricorn time. You could be completing a cycle, or you could be traveling at roughly around Christmas. I know that these readings are for 3 days, but tarot can also speak of later on when you see this message, when you actually view the video. So yeah, 7th house again is Libra. Now, even North Node in Libra, you may be dealing with someone who's got their North Node in Libra. It could be their South Node in Libra and you're letting go of them, completing the cycle. That could be, whatever I say can speak of your partner or yourself. Everyone's story is going to be different. So yeah, partners, and growing maybe your partnership. Some of you may be even, completing a cycle of being just the two of you, and even being at a crossroads. Do we start up a family or not? Now, usually for business, 3 of Wands is having sent out those ships and waiting on the return. And some of you may be starting to deal with, you may be partnering up with someone who is at a distance with international companies. Whatever you are closing the cycle on, finishing this karmic cycle on, is what you did not value. What if you were not valued, I want to say, you're ending the cycle, and that can go either way. Some of you are waiting on information before you can make up your mind, before you can make the decision in any relationships in your life. Now, the Hermit is one step before the card of Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. So this can speak of the time of Virgo, which was a couple of months ago. So this is very sort of the Hermit, which brings, you know, brings up information. The Hermit, which receives the information from up above. Whatever information is spoken about, whatever is talked about, the conversations now in relationships are going to bring in change, because Scorpio is death and transformation. Okay, so I think you get the drift. I think you get the message. I do hope that that was helpful to you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, as well as commenting. I do hope that you are all well. Sending you lots of love. And yeah, don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, as well as the 1st to the 15th of October reading for Pisces. It's very interesting. Thank you all. Bye-bye.